This time tomorrow night, members of the community will be gathering for a vigil for Lonzie Barton. It'll begin at 6 o'clock at a Bayard church near where police believe they recovered the toddler's remains Monday.
The pastor of Julington Baptist Church says everyone's welcome to attend to honor the child's memory. News 4 Jax also learned that funeral arrangements have now been made, and Channel 4's Vic Micolucci is standing by with that information. But we begin with Chris Parento in Bayard. And Chris, is there still police activity there?
There still is police activity, officers coming and going throughout the day, although today much lighter, apparently, than it looked like it was yesterday in terms of officers coming and going from the scene. I have just confirmed with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office that they will be holding this scene again through tonight and into tomorrow morning. As they say, they are still processing the scene. They have no timetable on when they'll be finished, only telling me that they'll be here until they are done. Just up the road, a makeshift memorial for Lonzie Barton continues to grow as the community gets ready for 24 hours from now when a memorial service will be held at a church just up the road from where those remains were found. Candles lit, balloons blowing, and teddy bears grouped together. Many left by members of the community showing support for a child they never knew. A child whose remains police believe they found in these woods on Monday.
He's just, makes me sick.
Lucy Criswell lives near where the investigation is continuing. She says in recent months, she's thought about Lonzie Barton as she would drive past the wooded Bayard area on her way to work.
He had popped into my head every day. I thought, you know, Lonzie, that he could be out here anywhere. Isn't that crazy? Because here we were looking everywhere else.
This morning, I spoke with Wes Casano, the attorney for Chris Barton, who's still in jail in Baker County. Casano would not comment on whether Chris has tried to be able to talk to Lana Barton since the remains were found. He would only say that his client is grieving over the news. Will there be any attempt on his part, on your part, to allow him to be released to go to a funeral for Lonzie?
At this point, I can't make that determination. That's going to take a lot of coordination and involvement and different agencies and parties. So
Casano says that Chris Barton has been able to talk to some other family members as well as counselors at the Baker County Jail. At the makeshift memorial, as people visit, many hope the community will fill Julington Baptist Church tomorrow night for the memorial to show their support for Lonzie.
Bless his heart. Just a lot of love.
A judge has lifted an order that was banning jail visits for Ruben Ebron. The only person still not allowed to visit Ebron in jail is Lana Barton. Ruben Ebron, long considered the prime suspect in the disappearance of Lonzie Barton. One of his defense attorneys was out here at the scene today. I spoke with him off camera. He tells me that Ruben Ebron is very happy that that order was lifted and that he'll be able to have visitations again. That attorney told me Ruben Ebron is especially excited to be able to visit with his parents and with his children. Live in Bayard, I'm Chris Parento, Channel 4, the local station.
Laying Lonzie Barton to rest, that's the conversation his loved ones have been having since Monday. Today we learned a funeral and burial service are planned in McClenny, where many of his relatives live. The owner of the funeral home there says he's going to take care of the family's wishes free of charge. He spoke with Channel 4's Vic Micolucci in an interview you'll see only on News 4 Jax. Vic?
Tom, he says it's the right thing to do. He says Lonzie and the community deserves it, but it's just the beginning of a very long healing process. Right now, those remains believed to be Lonzie Barton's are behind me at the medical examiner's office, and that could take a very long time because they are looking to see, first of all, if they can positively identify the remains as the missing toddlers, and second of all, to determine a cause of death. But I spoke with V. Todd Ferreira out in McClenny today, not far from where most of Lonzie Barton's family members lived. And he tells me that the family members spoke with him yesterday. A lot of people are part of this process to plan the funeral. He and his staff members are going to do these services and the burial absolutely free of charge. He says he does that for all children that unfortunately lose their lives too early.
It's heart-wrenching to see this happen. And as a person, I'm around death all day long, all day, every day, 24 hours a day. But infants, and children that pass away either from a natural death or unnatural death just touches me.
We don't know when that funeral is going to be because, of course, we are waiting for the remains to be positively identified and then released from the medical examiner's office. But Ferreira tells me he is in contact with the investigators here. As soon as we learn more details, I'll let you know. Live in Springfield, I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Vic. Again, the vigil for Lonzie Barton will be held tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at Julington Baptist Church on Snyder Street in Bayard. The public is invited. If you can't be there, you can watch the vigil streaming live on our website, news4jax.com.